uh, Woke up blessed, yeah, I'm feeling so great.
Okay, hi guys. So I've just filmed the Victoria Beckham foundation in the shade 15 as well as the Tom Ford. So I'd like to know your thoughts when you watch it and let me know what you think. Do you think this is a good match? I think it is, but I'll wait to hear from you. Okay guys, so let's start. So I've done my skincare. So this is a shade 15. I'm going to show you what it looks like on my hands. Okay. See that? Blend it again. That's actually blending to my skin, like, okay. And so that's it. And do you need to see the shade 14? Where would I put that? Should I put it here? Okay, let's try. Let's put the shade 14 so you see that 14 can also work. It's just the fact that the undertone of this one was just off, if you'd like to say. So this is 14. I don't know if you can see this light. Can you see the 14 there? And this is there. So you see it's about undertones really. It wasn't anything crazy. It's just the undertones were just off. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the 15 there on my hand, and I'm gonna apply my primer. And today we're using my Tom Ford Après Glow. I love this so much. I have been reaching for it non-stop. I've got to hang on. Sorry, I had to wipe my hands because where would I put that? I love to apply anything cream on my hands, warms it up before I put it on my skin. So yeah. So just put my Tom Ford Après Glow primer. I'm just gonna let this sit for say 5 minutes. I'll pause the video, let it sit for 5 minutes before or let's say 2 minutes, just give it a little bit to sink in before we start. Yeah. Okay, so my primer has been sitting. It's been 5 minutes. Okay, no, you give this a good shake. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2 first. I think I might use the 14 at the top of my forehead, so you see. But let's use this here first. I'm just gonna dap them. Okay, perfect coverage, this one. The 15 is the warmth. And it's covering my hyperpigmentation, so that's good. I'm gonna take a little bit here, but I'm also gonna use the 14 at the top. I want you to see that there's not much difference apart from the undertone, because I swatched it on my hands just by myself, and I could see that it's not so much difference apart from the undertone. So that's 14. It's on my hand, and then see how much is sinking into the brush, and then we're just gonna put it up here. So you can see it's the undertone. You see, it's not that it's lighter. The undertone is just the problem. So she needs to, Victoria Beckham, your foundation is perfect, but you just need to expand more shades. Maybe you should have 14.5. So there needs to be a shade between the 15 and the 14, just for the undertone's sake. You know, you have this, you can have 14 golden and you can have 14 warm, just so that people, because for me, I can wear both, but some people might really, they might not be as deep as, may not be as deep as me, and 14 might be the perfect shade for them, while 13 might be too light. So there has to be, but the undertone is what would scare people away, so you need to get another shade in between. I'm looking like a glow ball now. It works. It works, it works, it works. But you know, I just did my skincare as well, so I'm gonna look. But let me let that settle for a bit. Okay, so while that is settling, I got gifted this concealer from a friend. Mantha, thank you. The Chanel concealer, the one that came out. I haven't read the claims of this, but I know it says Ultra Leutant. So it's the same, you know, the other. I never tried the foundation, but I think this is from this frosted bottle. I can see it's not a glowy concealer. I can tell just from the bottle. I don't think it is. So, because when you see the frosted thing, then it's. Let's do that. Just put this here. Just a little bit here. Let's put. Yeah. So yeah, so you can tell it's not gonna be. Not saying. What was I saying? You can tell it's not gonna be creamy. It's more like maybe something with a matte or natural finish when the bottle seems frosted. And I think I'm right if I remember Ultra Leutant foundation. I think it's giving the same vibe. It's not. It won't be as creamy as I'm trying to say as the you know, the Sublimage, the eye one. But the shade is perfect. This reminds me of my Gucci NW45. It's reminding me of that shade. But the finish is similar to my Hourglass, I think. But this feels a bit blurring. It's just I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and yeah, I feel like it's really blurring there. Because it gives my, you know, my whatever you say, a very blurred, perfected look. So yeah. Under eye. Do you also struggle with words if you're doing something like this? Is it only me? I kind of tend that I tend to, like, you know, struggle with words. I'll be thinking, you know, it's like your head is doing a million things while your mouth is trying to catch up, you know, to the speed of what you're saying. Oh my days. But yeah, I'm just trying to say it's a beautiful concealer. I like it. Thank you, Manta. I was thinking of picking a Chanel concealer. I was looking. I didn't want to pay. I want the Sublimage one. Well, that's true. I need to just find where somebody else has it for sale, but because there's no way I want to pay even £75 for it. It's come out ages ago, so I want to, you know, the cream pot one. That's the one I want to get, that one as well. So this concealer came right on time because I really needed a Chanel concealer. I thought I don't have anything like that in my collection. I need to. That next year I'm gonna be trying to build up on concealers. I need to buy more because I don't really. I tend to get more foundations than I do concealers. I need to work on that next year. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking to pick up the House Lab from I think Sephora. I'm gonna try and pick that up maybe next week or so. I want to pick up the Sephora concealer because it's like, I think, how much did I say it was? It was £22, so I want to pick that one up. I don't know if they still have the Gucci there. If I get the Gucci for a good one, I'll pick it up, so that way I know I've stocked up on concealers. And speaking of which, Prada is releasing a new concealer next year. I cannot wait. I definitely pick it up. I'm sure it's gonna be blurring like their what do you call it, like their foundation. So, and I think when I pick it up at that time, that's when I'm going to get a refill of my Prada. Don't laugh. Let me just show you. Don't laugh at me. I got this old, you know, toothbrush, and I thought I'm gonna use it to do my but yeah, it's new. It's not like it's been used on my mouth or something, but I just kept it for my eyebrow as well. Because guess what? And don't laugh at me because I'm sure you do all this. You do these things as well. I lost this. I couldn't find. So I used to have a pack of these things. I lost them or it's finished and I had few, I couldn't find that one, and I was like, no, I just thought I have this pack of toothbrush I don't use, so let me just grab it, and I'm gonna use it as my eye my eye yeah, whatever, but it works, you know, because I'm in this mood of not using, you know, doing my eyebrows, just gelling it and leaving it that way. So yeah. Okay, so I've let it sit. Can you see how perfecting that concealer is? That is lovely. This Chanel concealer is really nice, even though I haven't like done so much of a blend, but it's really nice. Anyway, let's go. Let me do my eyes quickly. Skip this here, hold on. Okay, so let me quickly put this on my eyes. I'm letting my eyebrows breathe, so I'm not even doing any, just gel up. And then, by the way, do you guys know any eyebrow thing that makes the eyebrow hairs grow up a lot more? I want to put something that make my eyebrow grow so thick, so that my daughter has very thick ones. I want it to, so I can just like not have to even use any pencil and just gel it up, because I prefer it. I love it this way than me having to, you know, carve and all of that. So if you know, let me know. Anyway, so let's go into powders. Okay, I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna play with both. I'm gonna take a little bit of this one and mix with that one. Let me not make this video too long, give me a sec. Okay, so I'm using the deep one mixed with the white today. Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna go, I've got this one that was gifted by Mantha, this Bobbi Brown powder as well, so we're gonna go into this. I feel like this is a little bit lighter than the Tom Ford, I'm not sure, but I love it. I want to just, yeah, I think it's just a tad bit lighter than the Tom Ford, but I'm gonna change the brush, because that brush can be funny finicky. That's whatever Chikuhodo brush. Let's use this synthetic hair brush. So just get that, yeah, so you can just feather it out. I don't want it to sit on my paws, like, let's just feather it out, yeah. All right, that's okay. Lovely powder. I think it's just a little bit lighter than the one from the, what do you say, from the one from Tom Ford. That's what it looks like. Can you see it? Yeah, but it's nice. I like it, especially for my these all over powders. Really good. Sorry, I'm going ham. I need to stop. Okay, so that's that one. Now let's go into bronzer. So today I was gonna use, I thought, you know what, let me use this Lancome. I don't really reach for it all the time. Let's go with Lancome today. Let's use, before I start thinking, oh, I need new bronzers, forgetting I have some. So let's just, because next year I want to get, I have my eye on two brands. I hope they come up with Prada. I hope Prada comes out with a bronzer. I really would be excited to pick up a bronzer from them, because I know it's going to be blurring. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure. Now, if you're wondering, this is, what shade is this? 07 Deep. This one is the shade 07 Deep. And I'll just show you a swatch between this and the Umbra. I'll show you now, but if you want to see a full video, I think I have on my channel where I tested all my bronzers. I think I did one. You'll see a video of that. But let's just swatch this side by side for you. Okay, so that is Lancome. And let's do Farah Hamidi. Ooh, it's like I just pushed up the last but it's good though. It's good. Come on, Anne. Anyway, so this is Farah Hamidi. Farah Hamidi. This is Lancome. Can you see that the Farah Hamidi has more of a red-ish thing to it, while this has more. This one leans more. Am I right? What am I saying? Yeah, this one has more of a reddish warmth to it, while this one has a little bit more, leans a little bit more brown, or if you want to say more cool tone, however you want to say. Help yourself with that. But yeah, but that's just it. They're a bit close. However you want to put it, just make of it what you will. I'm just getting clumsy and I'm trying to coordinate myself. I always like to go with this, just feather it out. Bring the camera close. Just call it the goof day, yeah? We're not taking this review so serious. We're just, but you can see how it's looking though. Can you see like it's oxidizing a little bit? I know the bronzers is playing up, but is also to be blamed for the oxidization. But you see that this is, oxidizing a little bit as it stays on your skin. And that's the thing, it does oxidize a little bit. But this Victoria Beckham, what do you say, foundation drops, I'm happy to have both of them because I'll always pair them together. In my opinion, it's more like I have another backup, because what I'll do, I'll always be playing with the 15 and the 14. I'll put on my hands 14 and 15, and that's how I'll rock it. That's how I'll be wearing them together. But I'm not advising you to go to just buy two, do you know what I mean? But it's just that now, and that makes me, I need to address one knob that wrote something on my post. I deleted it. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. I've gone in with my Rokaba powder and I finished my eyes. My eye is Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity the Quad, and yeah, that's it. Let's just ignore the knob, shall we? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to use this as a blush. Just put this there. And yeah, I think I'll use two of this. I'll use one of this Chantecaille, this one first, and I'm going to go in with something else. And I don't know what at the moment. It looks light on camera, but it's not light in person, That's more of a pinkish hue to it. But I want to go in with another blush on top of it. And of course, okay. No, okay, yeah, let me try. I have other shades of this. I think I have another one. I don't know what's the name. Joyful Peach. Should we try that? I'm not making a mistake though. Let's try. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's just try something. All right, not bad. Yeah. Okay, so that's what everything's looking like up close. Wow, this foundation is really nice. Okay, so let's go into this. I have tried this on my own before, that's why you can see the little dent there, but I'm gonna just swatch it here for you. That's what it looks like. This was not really voted for a review, but because I'm getting ready, I'm gonna get ready with me, I might as well just show you. But I'll just compare it to this highlighter. This is the Permabras, MS Permabras. Can you see? They're a bit close, and I'm sure on the skin you wouldn't know the difference, I tell. But the thing is, I think this one feels more creamy, but this one, let me just apply. Let me not say anything. Let me apply for you to see, so you see what I'm saying. This one, let's just go in here. This one feels just a tad bit like powdery when you're, how do you want to say, how do I say, it has like a powdery feel, but it's very blowing. As I noticed when I applied it on my own, towards the end of the day, I was looking at it and it had blurred and just, you know, it was blurring, and it wasn't melting into the skin, but it had that, you know, blurred look. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't emphasizing any pores, no textures or anything, nothing of that sort. So yeah, but it's golden. You have to be in the mood to wear like a proper true golden color highlighter on our skin. You know, it's not too beaming, so you can't say this is like beaming. It's not too beaming, you know. No, it's not beaming. Let me show you first before I top up with something. Look. So it's not beaming, but it has that, it's a true gold. That makes sense? So it's a true gold is what I tell you. I'm gonna go in with so I'm gonna layer it with the Chantecaille. The reason why is my eyes, I'm not wearing something very golden, so I want to just kind of unify the color of what I'm wearing. You get, if that makes sense? Not because there's anything wrong with the highlighter. I just want to bring a sync to my look. Okay. And I had to just show you what the highlighter looked like, because I know I probably not review it another time. And just one more time, if you want to see what the shade, this is really, the feel of this is different from this one has, this is like the creamiest feel ever. This one, after this, my product comes close, you know, as far as the feel. So that's the pink from Chantecaille. So yeah, so but that's the Tom Ford. It's a true gold. If you have the MS, if you have the MS Perma-Brass, whatever they call this, you don't need this. They're both the same. You can see on the skin which one is okay. Well, this is Tom Ford, and that's MS. You can see, so you can tell. Like, am I correct? Yeah. So you can tell like they're both close. They're both two gold highlighters. I'm sure if you just saw this now without watching the full video, you would think they were the same. So I'm just saying that to say you don't need both. You just need one. So either you go for this. This one is 70. Selfridges has a still on. Or you go for this. I think this is 90 or 95 if you still find this in stock. So it's your choice really on what you decide to go for. But in terms of creaminess, the Chantecaille is, and then I'll say the next is the product. So that's it. So I've just sprayed my face. I'm going in with this LYS primer. My friend Manta gifted me that. I'm going to let it sit in before I go in with another setting spray, the hydrating one. That's if I need it. So while that is, you know, is getting itself together, let's do our lips. This is the only lip liner that I have in brown. Okay, let's use this one. I don't remember the name. It's been a minute. I got this from Prada. But God, I don't remember the name. I can't, because I've thrown the box and I can't see anything saying the name here. But I see something B something. Is it B601? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's what my face is looking like. I've sprayed my face as well. You know, I've sprayed it not too long. But now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with a light powder. And I think I'm going to go back into this one because it's deep enough, just like a veil, you know, if you want to say all over my face. Let's go into this one again. It's light enough, it's not, so it wouldn't, yeah. Okay, so that's the final look. I don't remember the shade of the lipstick as I told you, but I think it's, if you, I'm sure it's on my videos. It must be, but I'm sure it was it last year? I think I picked that lipstick last year. To be honest with you, I don't remember the name anymore. But if you go to my older videos, you'll find it. I really love this shade that I have left. Really, this is the only one. I decluttered the others. I just kept this one, and I've not reached for it in a while, and I thought I'll wear it today. But anyway, so the foundation is nice. If you're oily, you can wear it. What you would have to do, I think you'd have to go with the process I've gone today, excluding the bit where I didn't go with a very mattifying primer here. If you use a mattifying primer here, you'll be able to wear that foundation and just powder. And then if you powder, just on your hands, just go. And then of course you want to reach for your best friend, something like this, not a hydrating spray, a natural finish or a mattifying spray. You'll be able to wear it, because to be honest with you, it's a lovely foundation. For me to pick up a second bottle, trust me, like no fine lines, it doesn't emphasize nothing. I've been wearing this foundation before I got the 15. I've been wearing this back to back, and I don't do that with my foundations. I wear 1-2 days, I go. So this is a strong contender for Tom Ford Architectural Radiance. The only thing why it goes down to 2, it can't take 1, is the fact that the undertone, she needs to make more undertones in between, because I think Gary, the guy who does makeup as well, a prominent one, complained about being between shade 15 and 16, and he had to go for 16. So that she just needs to create maybe 2 in between shades, between 14, maybe have a 14.5, 15, have a 15.5, warm or neutral, like proper neutral. Don't go golden, that would be nice. So yeah, but otherwise lovely foundation. And if you're like me, I'm not anywhere there's a shop I can get it, so you need to go into the store to get it. Or if you watch my video, you're close to me and you're neutral, the 15 would work. And if you're golden, then 14 would work for you. All right, but I can wear both. The only thing with this one, the undertone, I have to correct it before I wear it, but both works for me. That's what I say. Right, so that's it. We're gonna have another video now next. I'm gonna do it just now after this, about fragrances. I think I'll just talk about my fragrances I'm loving, what I'm reaching for, a lot more, what I purchased, like that. So that's me back home now. See oils here, but it's still looking good for,